Hey, Adam. Let me know if this sounds familiar. You get to work on Monday. You're hoping the coffee shakes off whatever nonsense you were doing at midnight the night before. So you decide to crank through some emails, and then it happens. The first aggravating email of the week. Now you feel like committing arson because Karen from accounting can't get her shit together, and your cortisol levels are peaked. You decide to go for a little walk, maybe shake off some of the stress. And oh, what's that? Your coworker brought donuts. And they're from the good place, not the fancy place with the extra stuff on top, but the place that makes those maple bars with all the good stuff inside. And you're having this war in your head about, I shouldn't do it. I need to eat better. I was supposed to food prep last night, but I didn't. I would rather doom scroll or whatever it was I was doing. Nah, you know what? I'm not going to have a donut. But they're maple bar and they're free. I might as well have them. Just have one. It won't be that bad. And as you wake up from this little daydream of a war going on inside of your head, you realize you're halfway through that maple bar and thinking about finishing it. Well, you'll eat better at lunch, right? Yeah, I'll be better then. And lunch comes around, you go with your friends to, I don't know, Chick-fil-A, whatever. I'll get the grilled chicken, but then you walk in and you smell that delicious deep fried chicken flavor, and you find yourself eating a few of those chicken strips and maybe some fries to go with it. It's cheaper, right? To buy the meal, got to have the fries. And you get back to work and you're thinking, I'm going to food prep tonight. It's okay. I'll just make a little extra. I'll eat well. The day's not completely lost. But then there's this happy hour. Bob's retiring. Can't miss that. Bob taught you a lot. So you get a happy hour, a couple beers and some wings later. You get home, time to food prep. You still have time. But you had a couple beers. You don't really feel like it. Maybe watch a movie, watch some stuff on YouTube. And the cycle continues. All these little decisions have compounded, and now you're kind of trapped, or at least you feel trapped. Sometimes you feel so trapped and you recognize that you're trapped that you feel like there's no way out, right? It's like, what? I might as well buy lotto tickets and scratch offs or wait for some long lost relative to give me an inheritance rather than save money. Fill in the blank. The examples go on. It doesn't have to just be how you eat, or whether or not you exercise, or whether or not you're saving money, right? These little decisions exist. But what if I told you there's a way out of this? Well, there is. It's the same way you got into it. It's little decisions and compounding, right? It's these little decisions and this compounding works just like money. The interest going into your account and accruing because you've got money in that bank account that's interest bearing, hopefully, versus a credit card and the interest working in the other direction. It's the same is true of exercise or anything else. It's absolutely baffling to me, by the way, how much our emotions drive our day-to-day decisions. But I think I've found at least something that helps me to get out of there, or get out of that mindset. And it's not even getting out of the mindset. I weaponize my laziness. Yeah. Let me tell you a story. I hate lifting weights. I know this physique doesn't scream that. But I hate lifting weights. But I know I need to do it. And I work at a place with a gym that's on campus. So I park on the other side of the gym. So I have to walk past the gym to leave work. And my lazy ass is just like, well, I'm already here. I might as well do it. I've weaponized my laziness for my own benefit. And that compounds over time. Keeps me going to the gym. I take the emotion and the discipline out of it. Sure, the discipline may have gotten me there for the first few times. Certainly won't keep me there. So it's the little decisions and the habits you build compounding over time. It works the other direction, right? There's a ton of guys in prison who are just there because they made a bad decision or a group of bad decisions that compounded on top of each other. And look, I'm not knocking them mainly because I don't want to get stabbed, but also because they're just guys who made a set of bad decisions. It happens to all of us. It's an impulse control thing, not some fatal flaw in their humanity. So my point is, there is a way out of this. It's compounding those small decisions. And how do you do that? You build habits. My way of building habits, figure out what works for you, but my way is to weaponize my own laziness. Take the friction out of the situation to get yourself in a better spot. There's a quote from a book by Ryan Holiday, in Discipline is Destiny. Let me read it to you. He says, to procrastinate is to be entitled. It is arrogant. It assumes there will be a later. It assumes you'll have the discipline to get to it later, despite not having the discipline now. That one hurt, so I thought it was interesting. And look, these little decisions work in both directions, as I said. Studies have shown not f***ing around and getting in a bar fight over some challenge to your honor greatly decreases your likelihood of finding out what the jail's serving for breakfast. I get it, John. Make better choices. Yes, but that's not my full point. My full point is time is the lever here. Making those good choices over time and taking the friction out, weaponizing your laziness, whatever works for you, and doing that over time is the factor. That's what makes it happen. This may not be a revelation to you, but it certainly helped me as a mental model anyway. So think about it. Think about that thing that you need to get done. You know the one, whatever it is for you. What if you spent 5 minutes on it today? You just man up the discipline and see if you can get a little bit done. But better yet, what if you could devise a system to where you didn't have to have the discipline? It just becomes part of your day. And you get better and better and better as a consequence. Or maybe just have another donut. What do I know? Either way, love you, brother. He's right. I should get off my butt and do this tomorrow.